Hey guys, welcome to the orchard. It doesn't look like much now, but I'm going to walk you through it at the end of the video because I want to show you what I'm doing to prepare for the Joe Biden diet, the forced starvation diet. As we get into an environment where there's not much food, it's going to be important to grow your own food if you can. If you can't, you can do what I'm also doing with my local farmer. That's what this story is about. It's about the cow we get every year. My parents use them, I use them, my brother-in-law, my father-in-law. We all use the same farmer because they do a great job. You build a relationship and it's, they're like family to you, So while I was talking to her, and I'll play the clip of us on the phone in a minute. While I was talking to her, she mentioned that she sends her cows to Kansas. And it just so happened 3 days ago, I got this off of Reuters. I'll put it in the description and I'll pin it in the comments. You can read it for yourself. Thousands of U.S. cattle buried at Kansas landfill. It's very disturbing what they're doing with their dead cows. Top U.S. cattle feeding company sent 1,000-pound carcasses to Kansas landfill, where they were flattened by loader machines and mixed with trash. Other cattle were buried in unlined graves. Tyson was doing that. I'll get in that in a minute. So many cows died in the unusual heat and humidity that facilities that normally convert carcasses into pet food and fertilizer were overwhelmed. So they had to do something with the body, so they sent them to these landfills. These landfills, I'm going to paraphrase a little bit. These landfills would smash the carcasses to they're about 8 inches thick and cover them with trash. I'll read you a quote in a minute how that's working out for them. But I can't imagine the smell. I can't imagine dealing with that. It took them about 3 weeks to do this process. Do you know how fast a cow bloats up and gets nasty in 24 hours? 2 days, 3 days out in this heat? I can't imagine it. Landfill workers use loading equipment with steel wheels to flatten the carcasses and mix with garbage. Here's a quote from one of the operators. After you run over them, they'll go flat, but they're going to sponge back up. When you get on a mass of them, it's like running over a waterbed. It moves. I don't know if you've ever buried anything with your equipment and then run over it and water gets in it and the ground pumps. The stuff that's pumping out of the ground in these landfills has got to be awful. They're discussing letting them decompose at the feedlot, that doesn't sound sanitary at all. But that's what Kansas is dealing with. And that's where a lot of farmers, even around here in Louisiana and Arkansas, are sending their cows to these big feedlots. So just know the pressures on our food supply have never, ever been like this, ever.
Because the people in Texas have no grass, no way to feed them, and we sent some what we call cull cows, old cows that we're not keeping another year. And, I mean, we got $500 a head for them, nothing. We usually should have gotten close to $1,000 for them. So that's low. The calf market is still good. I've still got people wanting calves every day, wanting a calf for the freezer because beef is still so high in the store. The ones we've got in the feed yard, we've got some that'll come out probably in October, and the price is going to be good, but the feed is so high that the bottom line's not going to be good. So if you're needing to sell cows right now, you're not going to make anything. If you're wanting to buy cows, it's a good time to buy them. But if you're wanting to buy cows, you've got to have some grass or some hay. Hay is unbelievably high right now. And we're not making hardly anything. We're just now on our second cutting. And we usually get 3 cuttings. And it's not good. So, all that's pushing the price up. To put it in perspective, last year we paid $270 a ton for liquid fertilizer, to put on the pasture, to grow hay and to grow grass. It's $570 a ton right now.
Do you have more work than you can do?
I mean, for calves?
Yes, ma'am.
To sell? Right now I'm out of processing dates. But I've still got people wanting calves. I'm going to process 22 more starting in September, and then in January I'll start with my regular people. So I can sell. I've got calves. Processing's the issue right now. Most of my regular people, like y'all, everybody's pretty much already told me. I've been, have said, make sure I stay on the list. So I had a spot to pick up some new people. I think your brother-in-law and maybe your father-in-law is getting one this fall from us. So
there's quite a few people that I know that really like our cow meat. So they're
yeah, it's the combination of the price in the store and the quality of our meat it's been pretty popular here. Like, we're just trying to hang on. Steve's, if we.
Well, you'll just have to bring the prices up along with the price of feed and along with
We're the ones this fall that we're going to do are $3.25 a pound. We've been $3 for the last couple of years, and we went to $3.25. And Steve had most of this feed already bought up. So, we do okay on these. And then, prices soybean meal has come down a little bit. Corn's come down a little. But, right now we're just waiting to see what hay's going to do. If the people if we can't make hay, the people we buy from, because we can't make enough to do, it takes us about 1,000 of the biggest rolls, hay rolls, to get us through the year.
The food supply is getting slim.
It
along
is.
With drought and everything else. There's going to be some hungry people, I'm afraid.
We help our church, and then some of us as individuals. The Liberty Association has a food pantry. It's the old Southside Baptist Church. They're open from 9 to 1 on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and it is extremely well run. It's Larry Hudson from Parker's Chapel and some group. They run the thing, and it's like I said, it's really well done. But anybody that doesn't want their liver, soup bones, this kind of stuff, we take it to the food pantry. And in a 4-hour period Tuesday, they had 40 families come through to get food.
Wow.
And you can only come to the food pantry 4 times a year. Because there's, you know what it would be. If you could come every week, there'd be people there standing there at the door every week.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah. So they do a real good job. The association does. You fill out a form, and then you're told how often you can come. Of course, you can go to other churches. The other churches have food banks and this kind of stuff. But they are just being overwhelmed with people, and it's people that's never been to a food pantry in their life. So things are not good. But no, we're filling up feed bins right now with corn, soybean meal, getting ready. Well, we're weaning calves right now. We brought in the second group today, and so once we start weaning, Steve's feeding. Of course, he feeds every day anyway, but he'll be feeding close to 300 calves every day. So it takes a good bit of feed to do that. Get this? It's supposed to be shipped out of Ukraine. They're supposed to have some type of agreement with Russia right now to let them get their crop out. Because if this deal in Ukraine goes through, price may come down some. If it doesn't, it's going.
All right, so here's the compost pile. This is old alligator food, pet food. He said it was maybe some cow manure. It's all kind of goodness in there. It's pretty hot if you flip it over. But the plan is, let me take you down here. The plan is to take that middle buster that I've been using and till these rows up. I don't know how much you can see, but I'm trying to get it to where the water will come down this hill, and it goes down there, it goes around, and it comes back down that row, and then it goes out down that way. This is kind of a hill right here. My septic water, it's supposed to be 99% clean water. I'm not drinking it, but it's good water. It grows these plants just fine. It should go down there, and all the water from the chicken coop, all that fertile water that's up there will come down this ravine right here, and we'll go right through there. I've got a small, I don't know if you can see it, there's a dam. I built a little dam back there that will filter the water. Matter of fact, I'm going to take you down there and show it. Hopefully we're about to get some rain. But that, let me walk you down here. A lot of topsoil. This is the first small little dam that hopefully will catch and pool, and this topsoil will kind of settle. Whatever comes over will be filtered by this debris I've got from the roots and stuff that I dug up. Hopefully it will filter it and not let all my topsoil go out there like it's been going. That's the plan. If you got any tips on growing an orchard, I've never done it before. I don't know what I'm doing. I just know I'm amending the soil, probably gonna add some sand for some drainage, and I know fruit trees don't like wet feet, so I'm getting up really tall on the mound. But I also know you've got to have water or nothing grows. So, not around here anyway. And my land has got a lot of runoff, but it runs off of it real quick because it's so hilly. So, fill me in on what you think. Later.